7b. All right, we're going to use the quadratic formula here. And before we do anything, let's identify A, B, C. All right, so we're going to do the discriminant part first. B squared minus 4AC. This will tell us if the parabola has 1, 2, or 0 x-intercepts. All right, so B squared, 8 squared is 64, minus 4 times the A times the C. So the discriminant is the key to the problem. It tells you how many solutions the parabola will have. It's the part that I just highlighted right there. So 64 is 8 squared. With the double minus that you see here, what are we going to end up doing? Adding or subtracting? Adding 12 times 8. I think that's 96, right? So if we add 64 and 96, what do we get? 160, all right? So the discriminant, the part that's in the highlighted region in the quadratic formula, is 160. That's a positive number, so there will be 2 answers, okay? So here we go. We're going to continue with the quadratic formula. We need the opposite of B, plus and minus the square root of, we now know that that is 160, divided by double A. So first we need the opposite of our B. Since the B is 8, we're going to put negative 8 there. Then we're going to have the square root of 160 because that was the discriminant. And that's all over 2 times A. 2 times negative 3. So we're going to need negative 8 plus and minus the square root of 160, and then we divide by negative 6. So this is where the 2 solutions will come from. These will be the 2 x-intercepts of this parabola. So let's go ahead and type in negative 8 plus the square root of 160. I like to hit enter and then divide by negative 6. So one of the solutions is negative 0.775. Negative 0.775. That is one of our solutions. So negative 0.775 comma 0 would be one of the zeros. For the other one, you could hit second enter 2 times. Then you can go back and change the plus square root of 160 to minus. Hit enter and divide by negative 6 again. And you should get the other root, which is 3.442. That's the other solution. And that's pretty much how the quadratic formula works. The only difference that could happen, the only thing that could happen differently is this. Let's pretend we got negative 160. Okay, if you got negative 160, that would mean that you would be trying to square root a negative discriminant, which you can't do. So the problem doesn't work, therefore there are no solutions. That would mean that the parabola would either be above the x-axis like that, or below the x-axis like that. That's what it would mean for no solution. The other thing that could happen is the discriminant comes out to be 0. If the discriminant was 0, think about what this equation would look like. You would be doing negative 8 plus or minus 0. Well, what's negative 8 plus 0? Negative 8. What's negative 8 minus 0? Negative 8. So you get the same answer both times. Therefore, there would be one solution. If there's one solution, that means the parabola either looks like this. It comes down and just touches once. Or maybe it's upside down and hits like that. That's what it would mean for there to be one solution.